All right, call the meeting to order then.
Okay. All right, so a virtual meeting statement pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, general law, chapter 30A, subsection 18, and the governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people who may gather in one place. The meeting of the Hubbardston Conservation Commission will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and/or parties with a right or requirement to attend this meeting can be found at www.hubbardstonma.us. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will post on the town's website an audio or video recording transcript or other comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible.
Who's at the meeting so far today? Besides Kayla and Rick.
Tom's here too.
Tom's here?
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, hi, Tom.
How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing all right. Joyce been off of the computer and I didn't want to work tonight.
Yeah, also, I'm here. I'm Cal Mitchell, Sue Mitchell's son.
I see. Hello, Cal. Anyone else? All right, I guess we can start down the agenda. First agenda item is, I believe, is to do the minutes from last meeting and approve them. Does anyone have any comments on the minutes that Mallory wrote up?
They look good to me.
They look fine to me too. So.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes as written.
I'll second it.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Kayla Larson in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Tom Larson in favor.
Rich Clapham in favor.
Rick Green. Rick. Second agenda item, some discussion about board reorganization in 2021. I don't know what that's about.
Sure. So it's a new fiscal year, so we just have to vote who wants to be chair, vice chair, and members. You're supposed to vote on it every year, or your first meeting after the start of fiscal year.
Well, I think since Rick's done such a wonderful job, I'd like to nominate him for this coming year too.
Right.
Oh, that's funny, Tom.
I'll second that motion.
The person in the group besides yourself is Kayla, right up her alley. I was thinking that would be a good year for next year.
Already been voluntold into a few other positions this year.
I lied. I'm just looking at the way that it's structured, and I guess we only have a chair. We don't have a vice chair, and the rest are members only. So.
Right. So, anyway, I couldn't really understand what you said, Kayla, except for you sound like you were busy.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to step down, we can talk about it, but I wasn't looking to take on more.
Yeah. All right, I guess it can hang in there for another season.
That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah, Tom, that's great. You're funny. that's the answer then, Mallory.
All right, just need to vote on it.
Aye.
Rich
But we
Clapham,
need a
yes.
motion first, a motion, then a vote.
I make a motion that Rick Green is our leader again for one more year.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Rich Clapham, yes.
Tom Larson, yes.
Kayla Larson, yes.
Okay, I have to recuse myself on this one because I have my Rick Green and I have my subconscious Rick Green. They're at odds. All right. The next, is that it for this that agenda item, Mallory?
You're good.
The next agenda item is the Pinecrest milfoil discussion, which you sent us a letter that I'd seen before, and it sounds like a routine maintenance kind of action on the little pond down at Cushman Pond.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions about or concerns about this?
No, it sounds like the same procedure that they used at Comet. It'll be minimally invasive with the single diver and that vacuum hose. So
Yeah, and last time all we did was we just sent a letter out to Comet Pond, just saying we kind of gave them our blessing, so I can just literally use the same letter if everyone's good with that.
Wow, I didn't hear anything you said. This phone system that we got going here, Rich, is not the best.
No?
I couldn't even tell if that was Mallory or Kayla talking.
both.
Anyway, I sort of got the gist of what you're saying. It sounds great. Is there any issue? Can we make a motion to approve the milfoil eradication at Pinecrest?
I will make that motion to do that. Remove the milfoil.
Second.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Rick Green in favor.
Rich Clapham in favor.
Tom Larson in favor.
Kayla Larson in favor.
Okay, excellent. The next agenda item is just getting to try to make sure we understand or have a good procedure to get whoever does a site inspection paid, whether we need to, fill out a form or just send Mallory a mail or what, whether like a report, a brief report that would trigger getting Mallory to submit for payment. Mallory, do you have any input on this?
Yeah, I spoke with our treasurer and our collector and our accountant all together, and so what they suggested is that we keep a running log, and then however we want to do it, if it's bi-weekly or monthly, what I'll do is I have a draft letter we kind of came up with, and it says that on behalf of the Conservation Commission, I'm submitting for payment for Tony for X amount of inspections at $40 an inspection, and then to the back of that, I have to attach just a simple Excel sheet report that just says where he was and what the inspection was for. So if we can have a way of Tony reporting back to me in a timely manner when he was out and what it was for, if it's something that I'm not aware of, then I can make sure he gets paid for it, and it's pretty simple. So they'll accept it with my signature on it, as long as we have that attachment in the back.
So would it be easiest for Tony if we created something and sent
That's
him a
okay.
bunch of hard copies?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to suggest. I made an Excel sheet with about 10 spots for inspections, and it literally just says date, address, and what it was for, and then I can get him paid. And it also has a signature where he can sign off on it himself, because that's important that he is also endorsing or confirming what he did.
Yeah, that would probably work if we printed him a bunch and then he could drop them off with you once he goes.
Definitely. Yeah, and even if he just wants to leave them in the, and I can tell him this too, we have a Dropbox out front because we're not really open to the public yet. So you can just stick them right in there. And if he wants to do them as he does the inspections and keeps them in his truck, I can keep a running tab for him, however he wants to do it.
All right. I only caught about 5 to 8% of that one. So I think, Tony's been doing the bulk of the inspections. So can you just send him a note with what you're suggesting?
Definitely.
His new email address and
He's having a problem getting his emails.
well,
Okay.
his new email address, which we have now, and I think he's been reading that.
Yeah, I have the new email address, and what I can do is I'll just print a bunch of them off too and just put them in the mail to him.
That would be perfect. Yeah.
He's expecting them.
He's got like 3 or 4. Maybe you already submitted for the payment on like 4 of those site walks.
Yep, I submitted for 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he'll get paid Thursday.
Yeah, we want to keep Tony happy.
Definitely.
He doesn't mind going out there and getting in somebody's face if he has to. It's good at it. So,
Okay. Awesome. So I'll get him that letter and I'll get him the hard copies in the mail tomorrow.
very good.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next agenda item is this two pieces of property that are going out of chapter. 5 New Templeton, this is Marty Elowitz's property, which is a 61A. He's apparently selling the house. And then Carol Curtis up on Mayo Road, 2 lots on Mayo Road. I don't know what we do with this.
I think it's just for your review. They have to.
On it or something, I don't know.
It's just for your review and for our knowledge as a board. If there's any questions or concerns, they have to go in front of the select board, who has to take a look at it for the right of first refusal. So just wanted to bring to your attention, they have to submit a copy of it to us. So it's for you guys to look at.
Okay. All right. So we have no action on this at this moment.
Nope.
All right, very good. All right, we're all set with this agenda item. We'll go on to the next agenda item, which is 20 Comet Pond. The new house going up is a complaint from Sue, the next door neighbor, Sue. Which Tony and I went out to look at a few days ago now. Hold on. All right, so I guess Cal's here to talk about it some more. Cal, what's happening over there? We were over there, looked at it. We said that we needed to get the contractor needed to get the barriers back up and clean out, reestablish erosion control around the 2 sides of the construction site. I don't know if anything's happened in that regard or not.
Yeah, I have a few words to say on that. Nothing surprising. So I don't know if any of you know my mother, but she can be hard to deal with sometimes. So I'm headed over there on Sunday to talk to her and Edith, the person who's building the house, just to establish, here are the property lines, and, make sure everyone's happy with what's going on. Honestly, I don't know much about, the procedures that have to happen. More, it's just going to be like a mediation session. I was hoping you guys could inform me on what you found on your sidewalk.
Sure. We went up there. What's happened is they have a control wattles and some hay bales along the pond side, and they were put in there last year. They're kind of beat down, and the site work contractor was pushing gravel in level, and some of it's got pushed over the side, definitely over the wattles. It's pretty kind of a mess there. And the biggest complaint, I guess, from Sue was that the water was coming down the road at the upper part of the parking lot where the leach field is and going down to her property.
Yeah.
And so we walked down through there and looked at that. Didn't appear to be much damage. The gravel had moved, but luckily, because it hasn't rained much, although we did get 2 inches of rain recently. It was actually after that, so it didn't look too bad, but we told the contractor to get reestablish the borders there and pull the gravel back the way it's supposed to be, where the line was, and then reestablish the hay bales and wattles.
Cool.
Yeah,
It didn't look too bad. It wasn't much sand or anything that washed in or anything that we could see.
Okay, so I'm aware that Edith is going to be calling up a surveyor, and I think we're going to have pretty well demarcated lines, assuming that the contractor did a good job, keeping the gravel on their side. I'm pretty sure I should be able to, make my mother happy.
All right. I don't know, Cal, if you know, subsequent to our visit, if the contractor has indeed done anything to remediate the problem. Do you know?
I think they did, and I also think Edith is having some big rocks put on the boundary just to set it in stone, I guess, so to say. I think that's what she's done so far, and I'm definitely going to be investigating Sunday.
Okay. So what I saw, per the plan they had a line of a wattle shown roughly with dimensions off the pond. It looked like it was installed properly. Like I said, it's gone through the winter and this spring it's kind of beat up. So obviously there was probably at least 50 feet of that needed to be fixed, or maybe 100 feet. The contractor assured us that he would take care of it that day before more material was moved.
Okay.
But
I don't have a
haven't-
great eye for that stuff. Could I take a
but-
couple pictures of it and send it
want
to you
any
guys to
trouble.
see if it
Anybody?
meets your expectations?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been back out to look.
Yeah, what I was saying is I don't personally have a great eye for that kind of stuff. Could I take some pictures of it and send it to you guys to see if it matches what you thought the contractor should do?
Yes, that's fine. That'll work nicely.
All right, I'll do that.
At that point, that was what I asked Mallory to send to Edith is basically our recommendations or our expectations would be that they would reestablish the wattles and put some new wattles in that area, the 2 areas that I talked about, and pull it gravel back. And it wasn't going to be a big job as far as it wasn't a lot of material over on Sue's property. It didn't look like some of it spilled over the wattles here and there.
Okay.
So he had an excavator there with a grading bucket. It would take him an hour to clean everything up nicely, probably.
And did you guys already send that?
Yep. I should
Could
send over
you-
an email. Do you want me to forward it to you?
That would be great. And that would also give me your contact info. Do you want
Yep,
to
I
take
was
my
gonna ask
email
you.
down?
Yeah, please do.
It's calmitchell617@gmail.com.
Mitchell. Okay, so your mom is Sue?
Yeah.
Okay, 617@gmail.com.
When I sent my note out, Mallory was to copy Mr. Turcott, the contractor, and also Sue, so they could see what we
Right.
expect contractor to do, so everyone is in the loop.
Yep.
Cool.
Awesome. I'll get that to you right after the meeting, Cal.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And if for some reason it doesn't go
Questions or
through,
concerns, Cal?
What was that?
Any other questions or concerns about this?
No, I'll just, I'll take that document. I'll bring it out there on Sunday and make sure everything has been done. If it hasn't, that'll give us some stuff to talk about. And I'll take some pictures and send them back to Mallory, and I'm sure she can route stuff.
Excellent. Thanks for your help, Cal.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was all I came for. I'm gonna be leaving. Thanks for giving me your time, everybody.
have a good
No
night.
problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You said pictures of, oh. Hi, this is Sue Mitchell.
Oh,
Hello.
no way. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
How did you get on here? You don't know how to use a computer.
So, the erosion, the erosion of the gravel onto our property has not been repaired. DCR came out today, Jennifer McGinnis and Alan, I don't know his last name. He took the place of Jeff Lacey, and they inspected and made note of the erosion, which was, the main issue. And I expect that you will be getting an email from them, some sort of notes from them. The erosion control does need to be replaced, and it needs to be placed on Edith's property. That was, that we made note of. And also, there is a porta potty, I believe, that should be removed. DCR made note of that also. So that's about it. The erosion that needs to be repaired, the gravel that needs to be pulled back, the erosion controls that need to be replaced on Edith's property, and perhaps some replanting. And the porta potty. Thank you. Thank you.
I haven't gotten anything from DCR. I just checked the email, so nothing's come through yet.
Are we still on?
Yep.
I missed quite a bit of that last minute or so. Sorry.
So I caught all of that. The gist of it was that there needs to be, the DCR went out and evaluated Edith's property and identified some mitigation that had to be done around erosion. Apparently that email hasn't made its way to Mallory yet, but I'd also like to see that.
Definitely. I can forward that to you as soon as I get it as well.
Hey, Mom, you still on?
Your voice comes through loud and clear, and everyone else is garbled.
Yeah, I have a microphone right up to my
Radio
face.
announcer by trade or what? But
I was a wedding DJ for a while. Hey, Mom, are you still on? I don't know what happened. I'll make sure to get that email from her if it doesn't make it to Mallory.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
shut the hell up.
All right. It looks like me and my mom's cameo is over. Thanks, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
So Rick, they're calling for rain this weekend. Do you want to go out and take another inspection out there and make sure that everything is in place that should be in place?
I don't know if you,
That sounds good. I will, Tony and I went out there, so I could ask Tony to go out and look. All right, I'll take care of that one way or another.
Okay.
All right, I'll be off. Done with this subject?
I think we're good on that one.
All right, Cal, thanks again. The last agenda item that I know of is 245 Gardner Road complaint, which I think is all set. Tony supposedly sent you a note, Mallory, about his discussion with the customer.
I didn't get that yet, but he's good with it.
Actually, he went out to look at it. They were in good shape, but there was nothing to talk to. Come to think of it. So he sent a note, I believe, to you and both you and I, saying that as long as they don't do anything else, they're in good shape, and they needed to be contacted, I believe, which I did not do.
Okay, I spoke with John Demalia, who owns, he's one of the owners of the property, and he let him know that Tony was out and that he didn't want anything else taken out or anything else done, and all John was going to be doing was doing some loam and all that good stuff to make it look pretty. Did you get that email that I sent you?
I don't recall that.
Okay, no worries. That was last week. So I'll resend it to you if you want to take a look at what he said. But he said he didn't plan on taking anything else out. They were all done with that. He was just going to be laying down loam.
Okay. I think I did something like that at some point.
Okay.
All right, so that doesn't sound like it's a big issue.
Nope.
Any other issues or any other agenda items that I don't have in front of me?
Yep,
Mallory?
there's just one more for the MACC dues. So our yearly due of $203 is up for renewal. So I don't know how you guys usually do it, if you pay for the dues for all 5 of you or if you just do it for the chair. And they also have a handbook that also can be purchased for $15, and it comes to your email. So you'll have it virtually. So I don't know if anyone was interested in that, but we do have money in the revolving fund. If that's something you're interested in, we can definitely get you a copy of the handbook, and any other people who want membership that are on the board can get you a discounted price at like different conferences and stuff like that. So
I think that Kelly would do it for all of us, right? Didn't she give us all membership cards last year?
Yeah.
okay,
Yep.
awesome. So I'll make sure that everyone gets it. And does anybody want an updated handbook?
I think it's different. Do we already have a hard copy?
We have an older one in the office, so what I was going to do is at least subscribe to one of them and just print it out and put it in a binder. So I can do that, and we can just have it in-house, and whoever needs it can make copies.
It sounds like regional approach.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that is all I have for you.
Are there any other concerns or questions from the board about anything going on in town or anything?
I think those guys are cutting too much hay.
I'm looking for some rain because I'm getting tired.
Me too.
You're getting tired
Yeah,
from working on trees or doing hay? You doing
working
hay
on,
too?
no, working on trees.
Oh.
I need
Yeah,
a
we've
rain
been
day.
cutting hay like crazy. Now look, Tom and Kayla, looks like I'm gonna be going by your house and working up the cross farm some.
Oh, nice.
All right, don't make too much noise.
See my smiling face go by on a tractor once in a while. Dave's not doing too well, so
Oh.
No,
we're gonna
that's
help
too
him
bad.
out.
Yeah. If you need a cold drink, stop in.
Okay. If there's no other business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
Second it.
Okay.
All in favor?
Rich Clapping in favor.
Rick Green in favor.
Tom Larson in favor.
Kayla Larson in favor.
Thanks, folks. Thanks, Valerie.
Thank you guys. Everyone have a great night.